You know, I've usually started my Eurovision coverage by early April. This year I couldn't do it because of things going on with our apartment building, and now I'm way behind, and we're 2 days away from Eurovision as I'm recording this, and I still haven't announced my picks for the year. Well, I'm going to do that right now on this special edition of this show. I'm going to give you the spots, what I think of the songs, what the fandom's thinking, and go over a few other things with them, and some other factors that maybe the European fans aren't thinking of. This year's 37 songs entered in the Eurovision Song Contest, ranked in order by favorites from bottom to top by me. I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. Let's rank this! Hey all, TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. Welcome to Rank This. I do rankings on this show, obviously, and this week is going to be a little bit different. It's a special Eurovision Song Contest edition because I didn't get a chance to do my annual write-ups like I usually do for each of the songs entered. So there's 37 entries this year. Several countries elected to stay out. And what I'm going to do is give you my assessment of the song. On all of them, I watched the whatever was available, usually the finals performance or something live performance and the video if one was available. And I looked at it, I judged it, also looked at some of the rehearsal footage as well. Judged it on my tastes, and my tastes vary. I'll freely admit, I rarely agree with the European Eurovision fans. I'm a US guy, I have US music sensibilities, and this year, the US sensibility could upset the European sensibility because for the first time in history, if you have the Eurovision Song Contest app on your phone, no matter where in the world you live, you can vote. And that includes the United States, where I am based out of here near Boston. I will be voting. I'm going to enjoy it. And the rest of the world category, as they're calling it, could upset some favorites because, in all honesty, there's a lot of the favorites this year that the Europeans are nuts over that I don't think American or any other countries are going to go for. And I don't know if the juries are going to go for it either. We'll find out as we go through the semifinals and finals this week. In any case, let's get started. I'm going to give you a little bit about each one, where they're from, what the song is, and give you my impressions and where you can find it on the shows. So here we go. We're going to start with number 37. My number 37 is San Marino, Like an Animal by Pete Jacks. It will be performed 12th on the second semifinal on Thursday. San Marino, they're the smallest country in Eurovision. They only have 33 or 37,000 people living in this small enclave that's completely surrounded by Italy. And they've never finished higher than 19th. And they've only qualified for the finals twice, I think, or three times. Three times. I really don't know. I don't see it happening this year. This is your standard rock number. I really don't care for it much at all. It's going to be an interesting thing to see because I mean, I don't think it's doing well with the European fans either. Number 37 on my list this year, San Marino and Like an Animal by Pete Jacks. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Number 36 is a song that is dividing the masses. Either you love it or you hate it, and I fall on the hated scale. Number 36, Latvia, Aja by Sudden Lights. They will be performing 4th on the first semifinal on Tuesday. I don't get what the European community that loves this song is seeing in this song. It's bland, it's boring, the vocals are less than stellar. I don't really go for the beatbox of it, the sound of it. It's not everybody's taste, and it's going to hurt it considerably. Of all of the different fan countdowns I've checked over the last couple of days, it seems to be either in the top 5 or the bottom 5, and it's about evenly divided. So I don't know where they're going to go. I just don't think they're going to do that well. Number 36, excuse me, Latvia, Aja by Sudden Lights. And at number 35, yeah, everybody's kind of poo-pooing this one, and I can't blame them. Croatia and Mama CSC exclamation point by Let 3, being performed 7th on the first semifinal. Sung in Croatian. It is a political number about Croatian politics, obviously. It is done with a comic beat. These historically do not do well at Eurovision. And it's... The singer is likable, the tune is likable, but it doesn't do anything for me. The costuming and staging doesn't do anything for me. I really, and most of the other people out there think it's going to be in the bottom third, and yeah, I have to agree with them. I'm just not a big fan. Number 35, Croatia, and Mama SC exclamation point C, I don't know how it's pronounced, by Let 3. I'm not going to be posting the songs. You can catch the songs. I have a playlist of the Eurovision entries on my YouTube channel, TKR Video Central, where you're watching this. So check that playlist to listen to the songs, because every time I try to put Eurovision videos in one of my videos, I get blocked. They don't like Americans doing it, so I'm not going to try. Number 34, Greece, and What They Say by Victor Vernikos. It will be performed 8th on the second semifinal. I have a love-hate relationship with Greece. Sometimes they do stuff that I really love. Stefania was fantastic. There were a couple of other songs that were good. 21, I think it was 22 last year. Amanda Tayford's Die Together. The song was pretty, but the video was creepy as hell, and it hurted a lot in my book. And this is just deadly boring. And I'm not that thrilled with the vocalist either. I mean, he might do good stuff on other areas, but this song, it just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. It will be performed 8th on the second semifinal. Number 34, Greece, and What They Say, Victor Vernikos, performed in English. Okay, European Eurovision fans, get ready to pound me. I do not understand the obsessive love of this song that the Eurovision fans in Europe are having. It is an absolute train wreck from beginning to end. And maybe, you know, if I couldn't, I mean, I watched the live performance, I watched the video. I don't get it. I'm sorry. You guys might have a way to explain it to me, but this song sucks from beginning to end. Number 33, Finland, and Cha 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 by Karaja. He will be performing 15th on the first semifinal. This is in the top 3 picks for about 90% of the Eurovision fans online. I don't get it. Number 1, I don't think he can sing worth crap. I mean, I just don't like his voice. I don't have a problem with the fact that it's in Finnish. That's not a big problem with me. The foreign languages, to me, are not a big issue with me. They never have been. But I don't get the love for this song. This one mystifies me all the way around, as much as Lie to Me by Nicholas Joseph did a few years ago, which was just an absolutely awful song. This song is, maybe if I was Finnish and I could understand it better, I would get it. I don't get the whole wrestling/boxing motif. I don't get anything about this song. And it's shock-oriented, and that's the whole thing with the fans. I honestly do not think the juries are going to like this song at all. Number 33, Finland, Cha 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 by Karaja, I think it's pronounced, 15th on the first semifinal, performed in Finnish. Number 32. I thought maybe the ESC fans would be going nuts for this, but they're not. It's actually in the bottom half of most of the polls I've seen. And I normally like straightforward dance pop. There's just something about this song that, I don't know, it's just dull to me. Number 32, Denmark, Breaking My Heart by Riley. Riley is the youngest performer in this year's Eurovision, barely 16 years old. He is a TikTok star. Oh boy. He will perform first on the second semifinal on Thursday. The staging is very dull. The song itself is just there. It's a pop song. It's a typical Euro pop song, and I don't think it would make it on American radio, and I don't think the song would do that well. I have nothing against Riley. I think he's a very charming young man. I saw a couple interviews with him. He's very funny. I don't, it's just, I don't like the song. The song is just dull to me. And it's standard Europop. And sometimes standard Europop doesn't work for me, and this is one of those times. Number 32, Denmark, English performance, Breaking My Heart by Riley, first up on the second semifinal on Thursday. At number 31, this is my personal taste, and I am not knocking the Eurofans for liking it. My wife loves it. But for me, I'm just not a big fan. Number 31, Germany, Blood and Glitter from Lord of the Lost. This has a bye to the finals as one of the big five. It will be performed in the second half of the finals. It's a great screamcore, heavy metal number. I'm just not into this kind of song. Now, I'm fully recognizing that most of the Eurovision fans love it. My wife loves it, like I said. I think it's going to probably finish in the top half of the finals. I don't know if it's going to be strong enough to make the top 10 or not. It'll depend on its support. I didn't think Måneskin would win either, and they did. So we'll see. It's a good song. They're good performance. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not that it's a bad song. I'm not a big fan of this kind of music. So I do recognize the interesting and diverse lyrics. The interesting way of looking at things. Number 31, performed in English, Blood and Glitter by Lord of the Lost, representing Germany. They are going straight to the finals as a Big Five member and will perform in the first half. Number 30, I hate to be this low for this country because I usually love what they put out. I put them in the top half of my list more often than not in the 7 years I've been doing this. I'm sorry, Albania. Number 30, Albania, Duja by Albina and Familia Kelmindi. They will be performing 14th on the second semifinal. It is in Albanian. It's not a bad song. I got to say that up front. It's not a bad song. But I think I agree with Matt at escunited.com. There's no hook, and that hook is imperative to songs done in native languages. It just kind of flows and then flows again. I had the same problem with another song, I think it was from Montenegro a few years ago, where you thought it was going to build to this crescendo and then it just flattened out again. Other than that, it was a great song. This is the same way. I am really, really sorry, Albania, because I love you guys. I have put you in my top 10 at least once, if not twice. I love the stuff that you do. And this one, it ain't working for me. Duja by Albina and Familia Kelmindi, 14th on the second semifinals, number 30. Number 29, another Europop song that just kind of meh for me, Poland and Solo by Blanca. Poland, it goes back and forth with me. I've had 2 or 3 songs that Poland knocked out of the ballpark, most notably Color of Your Life by Michael Sispak and Light Me Up by Gromi, which did not make the finals because they had a terrible semi-performance. Those 2 songs, phenomenally good. Everything else from Poland over the years hasn't lit me up. I liked one of the female vocalists that did it, and I love Poland's entry a couple years ago in Junior Eurovision also. This is just your average teeny bopper pop song. That's all it is. It's not bad. It's not great. It's good filler, but not quality for the finals, I don't think. Number 29, Poland and Solo by Blanca. I believe that's performed in English. Let me check real quick here. I did have the list open. I don't have it open anymore. Sorry. It will be performed ninth at the second semifinals on Thursday. Number 28, Spain. Ia Ia by Blanca Paloma. I have nothing against this song. It is in Spanish, and they have a bye to the final and will be performed in the first half. They're one of the big five. Nothing against this song. It's automatically going to make the finals. It's just not my kind of music. I have enjoyed Spain's entries a few times. Most recently, I really liked La Venda a couple years ago. This one is it's there, and it's a great dance number. It's a great traditional Spanish dance pop number. But there's other songs better than it, and maybe I mean it will finish in the top half. It's got a lot of support out there, and I think a lot of that has to do with the staging, which is just phenomenally good. But the song itself is just kind of, you know, your average Spanish dance pop. So I'm going to leave it there. Number 28, Spain, Ia Ia by Blanca Paloma. They will finish. They will be on the finals in the first half as a Big Five member. Number 27, another song that's got massive love out there from the Euro fans. I'm not feeling it. It's not a bad song, but I'm not feeling the love you guys are. Number 28, Armenia, Future Lover by Brunette. They'll be performing second on the second semifinal. It's a good song, but I wasn't a big fan of Victoria, who represented Bulgaria, who's out this year for 2 years in a row, and everybody was nuts about her stuff. This is the same kind of song. It has that same kind of sing-songy feel. The video is very ethereal. And she's a great vocalist. I gotta say, she has a great voice. It's just the song itself really doesn't do anything for me. I think it'll finish in the top half of the finals. I do think it will get through. I think it's going to be interesting. Maybe there's not so much a huge pocket of fandom, because some of the fans have it up high and others have it in the maybe 7 to 12 range. So it may not be as big a hit as some people think, but it's not a bad song. It's just not my cup of tea, and I don't find it overwhelmingly great. Number 27, Armenia and Future Lover by Brunette. I have the same feelings about number 26. Number 26 has been in the top 5 of about 70% of the ESC polls I've seen online the last couple of days, and it's in the middle or lower ranges in the other ones. The reason for that is because I don't think the guy can sing that well. Number 26, Serbia, Samo mi se pava by Luke Black, sung in Serbian. It will be performed third on the first semifinal on Tuesday. One of the online sites mentioned that it has a video game feel. It does. The performance, the live staging, the video, all has a very video game type feel. I'm not a gamer, but I enjoy them. But this song, I just don't really care for. I don't care for the song. I don't care for the way it looks. I don't care for the singer. He's not somebody that I really love, although he might do well on other stuff. This song does not pop out at me the way it's popping out at about 70% of the Eurofans. Sorry, guys. Number 26, Serbia, and Samo mi se pava by Luke Black, sung in Serbian, third on the first semifinal this Tuesday. And now, let's go up to the top 25. Let me grab a drink real quick. Number 25 started off well with the fandom from what I was able to see. Now, I only heard maybe 3 or 4 of the songs between the time they came out and this weekend, because I haven't had time. But this had good word of mouth, and then it kept falling and falling and falling, similar to Circus Mircus last year with the song that they did. I can't remember the title of it, which started high and then continued to fall every week. This one's been the same way. Azerbaijan and Tell Me More by Tural Turanex. I hope I said that right. It's performed in English. Will be performed 12th on the first semifinal on Tuesday. This duo, very appealing, but somebody said this song doesn't really fit Eurovision. Dude, I'm sorry. If Blood and Glitter, if Hatares 2019 Iceland entry is suitable for Eurovision, this is fine. Trust me. Um, the singer here, the lead singer who is in the first half of the video, he reminds me of a wonderful Canadian artist named Justin Nozuka in both his looks and his sound. Um, but the song, I don't know. The song it's very pop, it's very nice, but I don't think it's good enough to push through. It might make the finals. I don't know. I honestly don't think it will. It's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. The vocals are good. The staging's kind of dull for the live version. But I think it could push through, but I don't think it will. Number 25, Azerbaijan, Tell Me More by Tural Turan X. 12th on this first semifinals on Tuesday. Number 24, this is one of those quandaries where everybody's like, oh, this is the best song this country's done in years. And I'm looking back at the last 3 years and seeing their 3 best performances in a decade, and you're saying this one is better than those 3? People, what are you smoking? You had Jean's Tears in 20 and 21 and Marius Bear last year. What are you thinking? Number 24, Switzerland, Water Gun by Remo Forer. Number 1, I don't like the song. The song is too lyrically depressing. It's about kids who don't want to really fight war when they get older. I don't like the song. It's a message song. I typically don't like those always. Remo has a good voice, and I'd like to see him do something else. This song is not right for him. And I mean, it's not right for Eurovision. It doesn't click well with me in the Eurovision feeling. It doesn't feel right. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it'll mean something. But I don't know. They do have some pockets of support, but not a lot. And it's going to be performed 8th on the first semifinal on Tuesday. We'll have to wait and see. Switzerland, Water Gun, Remo Forer, number 24. And again, you guys, the Eurovision fan community hated Boys Do Cry last year by Marius Bear. One of the best songs in the history of Eurovision. Thankfully, the judges put it through the finals, the juries. And you like this. I don't get that. That's crazy. Number 23, this song's going nuts with the fandom in some pockets, but it's not as high as it was to begin with, from what I can tell from all the, down 1, down 2, down 4, up 1, that a lot of these fandom sites put up. And I got to admit, I'm kind of pissed because I didn't want them to win. This was one of the regionals I did find time to see and vote on. And this is not what I voted for because I just didn't like it. Number 23, Chechnya, Vesna, My Sister's Crown, the artist. Wow. This song was dull at the live performances at the finals. They've remixed it, redone it for Eurovision, and it's loads better than it was at the national final. But it's still not good enough for me. The imagery is very strange. I don't really follow it all the way through. And I think I got that backwards. I think the song is My Sister's Crown and the group is Vespa. Sorry about that. It'll be performed 13th on the first semifinal on Tuesday. I wanted Marketa Erglova to win that, since she didn't, and that's too bad. But they're doing their best. This is the first year Chechnya has performed as Chechnya in the show. They normally have been the Czech Republic. Chechnya is their more popular name, and that's what they're using here. They're going to do well. They'll make the finals, I think. I really do think they'll make the finals, but it's not something I'm going to vote for. Number 23, Chechnya, and My Sister's Crown, Vesna. I'm not sure which is which. I'm sorry. I got it back. I may have it backwards. Number 22, another bye to the finals, Italy, Due Vite by Marco Mangione. He won the San Remo Festival, as they usually do. He will be performing in the first half of the final on Saturday. I don't get the love for this song. And the one thing that really bothers me about this song is at the San Remo Festival, I'm not sure what the name of it is. Is it San Remo, San Marino? It's not San Marino. I I'm really sorry. I can't. I don't follow all the finals. Um, his performance was distracting because he kept looking at the teleprompter for the lyrics, and it was happening every 3 seconds, and it was very disconcerting. Now, of course, he doesn't do that in the video, but the song isn't that great. I'm sorry. There have been a couple of better songs by Italy in the last couple of years that the fans hated, and I'm not really up with this. You guys might like that, and more power to you. Like I said, it's automatically a bye to the finals. You can vote for it there. It just doesn't do anything for me. Number 22, Italy, Due Vite by Marco Mingioni. Number 21, another song that's okay. I like it. It's, sufficient, but it doesn't knock me out. Georgia, Iru by Echo. I like the staging. I like the video. The song itself is, again, it's in that whole Victoria, Billie Eilish, Roxanne vein from the last few years, and I really don't like that stuff. I really just don't. The song is okay. I do like the staging. I like the performance, but I'm not crazy about the song itself. They'll be performing 11th on the second semifinal on Thursday. Georgia, Iru by Echo. Number 20, I don't care what this country does. They just cannot get that win. This is not going to be one of them. Some people like this better than others, but it's mostly in the middle of the pack on the stuff I've seen, like me. Lithuania and Stay by Monika Linke. She has represented Eurovision before, I believe. Represented Lithuania at Eurovision. She will be performing 15th on the second semifinal on Thursday. Iriu, by the way, number 21 is in Georgian, and Italy's is also in Italy. Everything else there, I think, is in English, except until Serbia. I like the song, sort of. The song it's better than George's entry, and I like her, but it seems to be a retread of a number of these super powerful female ballads from the last few years. I don't have anything against it, but I don't see anything really fantastic about it either. Number 20, Lithuania and Stay, Monika Linke, performing 15th on the second semifinal on Thursday. Number 19 is another one I do not get the love for. It's good, but it's a long way from great, and yet it's in the top 5 on quite a few lists. Number 19, the Netherlands, Burning Daylight, Mia Nicolai and Dion Cooper, performing 14th on the first semifinal on Tuesday. The vocals here are fantastic. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is not a bad song. It's not a bad song, but it's dull. All of the instrumentation that happens in the last third of the video should have been through the whole song, because the first 2 verses with just the 2 of them doing the solos, it just doesn't keep me awake. If they'd had the orchestration all the way through the song, it would have changed my opinion. It would have catapulted it up a little bit. The song itself needs a new arrangement and more instrumentation to be better than it is. Number 19, the Netherlands, Burning Daylight, Mia Nicolai and Dion Cooper. It's inexplicably in the top 5 in a lot of lists. I don't know why. They will perform 14th at the first semifinals. Number 18, this one just kind of sits there for me, and I feel bad, because I became a Monster Iceland fan with Dottie Freyr, and I don't get this song. Power by Dilja, Iceland, performed in English, performing 7th on the second semifinal on Thursday. I honestly don't think she's going to make the finals. It's not a bad song, but it's standard Europop. It doesn't have all the hooks that a few other songs have, and I just don't see it doing that well. Number 18, Iceland, Power by Dilja. Number 17, and I'm really sorry it has to be this low, because I'd hope they'd do better. I don't like the redone version. I like the version they did at the finals, the national finals. Number 17, Ukraine, Heart of Steel by Tvorchi, or Vorchi, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. The simple version they did at the Ukrainian final, which was held in a underground tunnel in Kiev, uh, was great. This new revamped version, I'm not such a fan of. It will be in the second half of the final on Saturday. Of course, the last year's winner, Ukraine, goes automatically to the finals. They're not going to win again this year, I don't think, and I'm sorry to say that. The song is not bad, but I like the original arrangement better. Number 17, Ukraine and Heart of Steel by Tvorchi. Number 16, this is a lot of love from the Eurovision fans. I think it's going to do well. I like other songs better. I don't have a problem with it, though. I think it's a pretty entertaining number. Norway and Queen of Kings by Alessandra. She has the distinct pleasure or terror of going first in the first semifinal on Tuesday. She has a huge amount of fans online. She is not in danger of missing the finals. They will get through easily, I think, in the televote on Tuesday. It's a good song, and I would like to see it. Somebody mentioned that they'd like to see all of her dancers dressed as the kings and her be the queen. Love that idea. I wish they'd grabbed that for the staging. They did not. It's a good song. It reminds me a lot. It's very feel-wise. It's similar to oh, that's terrible. Effendi's Cleopatra and Matahari, and also with touches of Natalie Gordinko's Sugar from 2021. It's a good song. Lyrically, it's good. It's powerful. The dance number is not bad, but I just think the staging could have been a lot better. And the song itself is not bad either. I just like other songs better. Number 16, Norway and Queen of Kings by Alessandra. Number 15, God help me, I don't know why I like this song. I really do. But it's so out of character for Eurovision. Number 15, Portugal, Ai Coracao by Mimi Cat. This is a 1920s chanteuse number with Latin rhythms thrown in, Portuguese rhythms thrown in. And oh my God, I love the performance on this. I love the performance. I love the staging. I don't like the outfits. Kim and I were both complaining about the outfits. I wish they'd dress them in some other color besides red because it doesn't quite work. But for me, she will perform 5th at the first semifinals on Tuesday. Portugal has a less than stellar track record. They've been around since 1961. They've had one win with Salvatore Sobral in 2017. And Amar Pelas Dois, which I still don't get how that song ever won. And a lot of the stuff they've done since then has been crap. And the one song I loved by them, of course, the ESC fandom hated. Love Is On My Side by Black Mamba. Again, the jury saved it and it finished in 12th place in 2021. It was a great song. This one, also great, and I'd love to see it do better. Portugal, Ai Coracao, I think it's pronounced, Mimi Cat, the performer, 5th on the first semifinal on Tuesday. Number 14, this song has everything I wanted out of this country the last couple of years and didn't get. Everybody went nuts over Voila by Barbara Pravi, and I like it fine in the live performance. That damn video of hers with the ninjas on the train made me hate that song. This song is much better. I like the dance beat behind the chorus. Number 14, France, Evenement, I believe it's pronounced. It's obviously in English, by Lazara. Great performance here. I don't know why she has a junior mint on her head. France, of course, one of the big five. They have a guaranteed final spot. They will be in the first half of the finals. This is the best performance France has given since Rouen back in 2018, I think it was. Bilal Hassani. Love this. Although, I like Barbara Pravi, but I liked her live. I didn't like that video. This is great. I like the video. I like her outfit. I like the song. I like the beat. It's probably going to finish in the top 5, maybe the top 10. I'm not going to say top 5 because there's some other really tough songs to get by. But it could finish in the top 5 if the right oomph is there. We'll see. Number 14, France, and Evidement, obviously it means, from Lazara, sung in French, of course, and they have a bye to the finals, will perform in the first half on Saturday. Number 13, I have always been partial to this country. I have liked them even when other countries don't like them, when other people don't like them. And I've usually been right. They've usually finished in the final. They've usually ended up in the finals. The most successful I was at that, picking that, was my number 1 by Doredos back in 2017, I think it was. Number 13, Moldova, Sorel Seluna by Pasha Parfini. He has represented Eurovision before. Great song, great staging, great presentation. They'll perform 10th at the first semifinals. They don't have they have some pockets of support throughout. There's some in the top 5, but most of them have it in the bottom half, so they may not make it through, but it's a great effort. Love the song, and I really think that they might have a chance to squeak in. For me, it's a great song. Number 13, Moldova, Sorel Seluna, I hope I pronounced that right, performed in Moldovanese. I don't know how to pronounce what language they use. Pasha Parfini, 10th at the first semifinals on Tuesday. Top 12. Number 12, this song is eating up everybody online. It says this is this year's Give That Wolf a Banana as far as popularity goes. Everybody loves it. It's a very cute song. The video is awesome. The video is hilarious. I mean, I understand it's a parody of the music industry. It's not as obvious as the airline parody from the UK back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. But it's staging well, and the vocals are well. And I think it'll do well, and it will easily get through because Austria always does. Number 12, Austria. Who the Hell is Edgar by Taya and Salina. A lot of dancing going on, a lot of weird dancing. Very, very much funky dancing of people who shouldn't be dancing. Set in an office environment. It is funny, it is charming, it is hilarious in many ways. The song itself is great, the beat is great. Little too Euro for me, but I do like it, and I would easily add it to my chart. I think it would be a hit in dance clubs in America, too. They'll perform 13th on the second semifinal on Thursday. That is Austria, number 12, and Who the Hell is Edgar by Taya and Selena. I need another drink. I'm coughing here. Number 11, this song knocked me out of the ballpark when I first saw it. It was one of the first 3 or 4 I saw, and then I had to stop watching. And it's not getting the love it was when it first premiered, and I don't understand why. It's fallen way down on the list. It's still a great song. Number 11 from Belgium, Because of You by Gustav. It will be performed 5th at the second semifinal on Thursday. It is in English. Great song. He has a very Vasil style performing style. Vasil did North Macedonia in 20 and 21. And I loved him. I still love him. I like Gustav's presentation. I like the song. It's fallen out of favor for some reason. I don't know. It could make it. Belgium is one of those countries that everybody usually loves, but they don't make it through, only rarely. I think this is going to be one of those times. Number 11, Belgium, and Because of You by Gustav. Number 10, I like this song way better than the Eurovision fans online. I always do like this country way better than the fans online. This one is a great song. The one real pain in the butt for it is its video. I don't like the video at all. Number 10, Ireland. We Are One by Wild Youth. They'll perform 6th on the first semifinal on Monday. For some ridiculous reason, their video was performed with these face masks on, similar to the one Sheldon Riley uses all the time. Yeah, he performed a couple years ago. Only it covers the whole face. It's like a silk covering. Why did you need to do that? I mean, why? You perform live without them. The video bugs me, but the song, it's great. I love the sentiment behind it. I love the uniting sentiment behind it. And I love the vocals. I love the staging. It's the best of all the rock songs except the one that's about to come up. on my list. Number 10, Ireland. We Are One, Wild Youth, 6th on the first semifinal. Performed in English, of course. Number 9, this song grew on me. I didn't like it that well at first. This is one I actually heard a few weeks ago, but it grew on me, and I don't think the screamcore bit in the middle is necessary. I don't have a problem with screamcore. I loved Vis Latnar a few years ago by AWS, 2016, 2017, I forget which year. But this didn't need it. I mean, it really didn't. But I like it anyway, and it's the first really good song Australia has turned in a while. Not the Same was okay, too, last year from Sheldon. Number 9, Australia, Promise and by Voyage, or Voyage. They'll perform 16th, last, at the second semifinal. Last place usually gets them into the finals. We'll see. It has a modest amount of support from the fandom. Not a lot. It's a good song. I like the lead singer's voice. I like the way that the video is staged. It's, again, just that little screamcore bit kept it from getting higher on my list. But I do think it's going to bring Australia into the into the finals again. They've only missed the finals once or twice. I forget which. And since they started participating, for those of you who are watching in America and don't understand why Australia is part of Eurovision, Australia has carried the show for almost its entire run. And so on their 60th anniversary in 2015, they invited Australia to participate, and they did so well that they have continued to invite them every year ever since. This is their final year on the current invitation, and I don't think they'll have any problem getting re-invited. Number 9, Australia, and Promise by Voyage or Voyage, 16th and last in the entire contest on the second semifinal on Thursday. Okay, I'm going to get more hate from the Eurovision fandom community now. I wish I saw what everyone else in the freaking EU sees in this woman. I like her. I think she's good, but I don't think she's great. And everybody else thinks she's just like absolute tops. She won in 2012 or 2013. And that song is the biggest selling song in Eurovision history, and it isn't that great. I mean, in my opinion, I don't really care for it that much. And I'm the same way about this. Of the two, I actually like this one a little bit better. Number 8, Loreen, and Tattoo representing Sweden. 11th in the first semifinal. She is the odds-on favorite to win right now from the bookmakers because she has such a rabid fan following. Interestingly enough, though, of all the fan sites that I've checked out the last couple of days, the highest she placed was 3rd. She didn't finish first or second in any of the fan polls that I saw. I saw about 12 of them. She finished in second. She finished in 3rd. She finished in 4th. And on a couple of them, she was down in 11th or 12th. So I don't know if this is going to have the power to win the way everybody thinks. Everybody was like, oh, it's Loreen. She's going to win the whole thing. I don't know. I really don't. The song is good. I like it. As I said, I like it a hair better than Euphoria, the song she won with in 2012 or 2013 before I started watching. She's a dynamic performer. Maybe if I listened to some more of her music, that I would find what everybody else finds in her. She has a presence, and honestly, she's a performance artist more than anything. She does these elaborate dance routines when she's singing. I don't know how she has the breath to sing, in all honesty. And Tattoo is a good song, and I like it, and I would like to see it do well. I mean, there's no doubt it's going to make the finals. I have no doubt it will probably finish in the top 5. Can it win? Possibly. Not definitely. There's one song that's giving it a big competition, and it's still to come on my list. Number 8, Sweden, Tattoo by Loreen, 11th on the first semifinal on Tuesday. Number 7, love this song from beginning to end. The staging in the video is weird but fun. and it's my favorite song from Israel since Netta's Toy won in 2019. Israel, 2018, sorry. Unicorn by Noah Kirel. She'll perform ninth on the first semifinal. This is a great song from beginning to end. Love the imagery, love the dance routines. She does the whole Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling thing in the video, in a lot of parts of the video, which is a little disconcerting. But the song itself, top notch. Love this song. This is one of those songs that I think is going to hit the American dance chart when it comes out. Netta had a #1 smash with Toy on the dance chart in America, so we'll see. But I really like this, and I think it's going to be a hit everywhere. Israel, Unicorn, Noah Kirel, ninth on the first semifinal on Tuesday. Number 6, this song is dead last or in the bottom 5 in 95% of the polls that I checked out. I don't care. There's one of those every year. Last year it was LPS with Disco, which was number 6 on my list last year. I love this song. At first I didn't like it at all. And as it went along in the 3-minute window, I started thinking, this song is damn good. I don't quite know why. I just do. I like the vibe. I like his look. The staging's pretty interesting. Although the staging, from what I've seen for the actual show, is a little less interesting. I don't think he's going to make it through because not enough people like him, but I do. Romania, number 6, and DGT by Theodore Andre. I like this. I like the look. I like the sound. I think it's a better song than anybody's giving it credit for. It is performed in Romanian and will be performed third on the second semifinal on Tuesday. There's a couple lines in English also. I like this a lot. I don't quite know why. It's just something that sometimes there's a song that gets under my skin that I like, and I can't explain it. I'm trying to think of one that did that with me the last few years. Say Na 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 by Serhat, which a lot of people didn't care for. I love that song. That was from 2019. Great song. And this is the same way. I definitely like it. It got under my skin. I don't mind the foreign language lyrics. I can't really understand what he's saying in English. The accent's too heavy and the beat's too fast. But it's a great song, and I like it, and I want it to do well. Unfortunately, it has no chance of getting through. Number 6, Romania, DGT, Theodore Andre. Third on the second semifinal on Thursday. Top 5 territory. Da-da-da-da! Number 5, these guys are on a roll. 2 years in a row, they have produced freaking awesome songs. But I also liked the 2021 entry, which got no points on both jury and televote. Great Britain or United Kingdom. Number 5, I Wrote a Song by Mae Muller. I'm going to tell you what my wife and I said when I showed her this video. They have an automatic bye to the finals. They will perform in the second half of the finals on Saturday. This song is great. It's a revenge tale. And instead of taking out revenge, she wrote a song about revenge. My wife says it's a song about Taylor Swift without actually mentioning Taylor Swift. I don't know about that. I do not like Taylor Swift. I am not a Swiftie. I can't stand the woman. But, this song, I love this song. I love the nails, number 1. The only thing that's kind of setting me off here, if you're a wrestling fan, you're going to get this, I think. And I am. And my wife got it too. The one thing that keeps her from going a little higher on my chart is she looks too much like Stephanie McMahon. It's a block to me. Number 5, I want to see this make the top 10, guys. Push it. United Kingdom, I Wrote a Song, Mae Muller. They will perform in the second half of the finals on Saturday. Okay, 3 of my top 4 don't get much love from the Eurofans out there. So they get a little love, but not a lot of love. And I don't understand why. They're terrific songs. The top song is getting love from everybody. It's the one song that might beat Loreen, and we'll talk about that. Number 4, I love this from the second I saw the national final video. I love the video for it. I watched a different performance of it that was terrific, and the rehearsal footage is great. There is nothing wrong with this song, people. I don't know why you're not behind it. Number 4, Estonia, Bridges by Aleka. She has a very Aiva Zazamuskate feel about her with When You're Old. When You're Old was not a big hit when it was out in 2017 or 2018. Did not have the fan love, and yet it made it to, I think it finished in 9th place at the finals. The juries loved it, and I loved it. That's the way I feel about this. I want the juries to push this through because this song is awesome from beginning to end. Beautiful, heart-wrenching ballad. Fantastic staging. Lots of piano, very little orchestral, but there's a little bit. I really want to see this get through, people. She'll perform 4th on the second semifinal on Thursday. I cannot wait to see how she does it live. Number 4, Estonia, Bridges by Aleka. I don't understand why number 3 is getting very little love from the online community. This is normally the kind of song they like. They like several songs like this, put them in the top 10 the last few years, and yet this one, it tends to be in the middle to bottom third. And this is another one that I agree with Matt over at ESC United on. Why aren't people talking about this song? It's phenomenally good. Number 3, Cyprus, Break a Broken Heart, Andrew Lambro. This is the best song I've seen out of Cyprus. Well, I can't say that because I think, isn't that where... No, she was from Azerbaijan. I love this song. I think it's great. I love the staging. I love the video. I love the rehearsal footage. This guy's voice is incredible. I really want to see this do well. Performed in English. It'll be performed 6th at the second semifinal on Thursday and deserves a lot more love than it's getting. Number 3, Cyprus, Break a Broken Heart by Andrew Lambro. Please, guys, get on the bandwagon with this song. And I got to say, you got to get on the bandwagon with the song at number 2, too, because I notice several people have it in their bottom 3. Most people have it in their middle section. I'm hoping the juries and the rest of the world category will grab onto this song because I love this song. I think it's it's just something so cute about it. I just love the way it's staged. I love the video. I like the live vocal. The guy looks a little bit too much like AEW owner Tony Khan for my liking, or how he would have looked at maybe 25. But I like the song. It's cute, it's fun, and I like the sentiment in the lyrics too. Number 2, another country I usually gravitate to, Malta, and Dance Our Own Party by The Busker. Great little work. Lots of hot sax. Eurovision likes its weird sax, which I'm still convinced that's why Lie to Me did so well, because the lyrics weren't it. And Hey Mama a few years ago, also from the sax. I don't think it was the lyrics or the performance. This is the same way. That sax, however, is on key. Those two were minor keys. This is a major key, and it works beautifully. It's like what would happen if Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory sang a song about dancing. That's what I love about this song. The lyrics, the look, everything. Malta sometimes gets the shaft unless Destiny is doing the vocals. They don't deserve it, and this is a great song. Number 2, The Busker, Dance Our Own Party, Malta. He'll perform 2nd on the first semifinal Tuesday. And that brings me to my number 1 pick for Eurovision 2023. It is the one song that is giving Loreen a run for its money in the odds and also with the fans. It has been 9 times out of 10, it is Loreen and this song are the only 2 songs that are common with people's lists that are in the top 4. And they've alternated who was higher, and this has been number 1 on 2 of those lists. Loreen has peaked at number 3, remember. My number 1 pick for 2023, Slovenia and Carpe Diem by Joker Out. This song is awesome from beginning to end. It is a rock number. Slovenia first jumped into my attention in a big way a couple years ago. I think was the duet, wasn't Sebi? I think they were from Slovenia too. But LPS last year and their marvelous song Disco, which nobody got and it finished last place last year. This song is out the wazoo awesome. You got a great video, you got great music, it has garage rock all over it. These guys are fantastic. And Joker Out is one of the top bands in Slovenia right now. They have sold millions of copies of their records, or hundreds of thousands. I don't think they've gone millions because there's not that many people in Slovenia. But this song is great. I have no doubt it's going to finish in the top 5. I think it's going to finish in the top 3, and I want it to finish at number 1. It's that good. And I really think they are going to take the cake on Saturday. We'll see. Number 1, 2023 Eurovision pick, Carpe Diem by Joker Out from Slovenia. They will perform 10th on the second semifinals on Thursday. So there you got it. I'm not even going to recap them because I've been going through them and I have to have time to edit this. It's got to be up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The big question, will the rest of the world category affect voting? Yes, I think it will. Because the rest of the world, before, only countries participating in Eurovision could vote. That's no longer the case. They've opened it up to the whole world. And if you're outside of Europe, you need to have the Eurovision app, which I will show it to you here in a second, which, of course, I have. I've always had. But you have to have the Eurovision app, and you will need to put a credit card number in to verify the country you're voting from, that you're coming from outside, which will put you into the rest of the world category. I can't wait to vote. I really wanted. You guys know what I'm going to be voting for. It is an opportunity. Are there songs that I think are going to do better than the Europeans expect with other audiences, the rest of the world category? Yes. I think Estonia, I think Cyprus, I think Romania, I think Israel, I think Australia, and I think possibly Portugal will get an influx from, Portugal in particular, from South America, which is also voting, because there's a lot of former Portuguese natives down there. And it's a great song. Are there songs that aren't going to go over well in the States? Yes. Most of them are at the bottom, including Finland, Greece, Croatia, Latvia, and San Marino. I don't think the States are going to go for those at all. I can't speak for South America or Africa or anywhere else that's going to vote, or if somebody working at one of the stations in Antarctica wants to vote. But I also think Ireland might do better in the rest of the world, because the song is great. It's just that, whatever. I don't know why it's not doing well. It's just that insipid video with the masks that put it off. So there's my top pick, Slovenia, my number 1, and I wish all the best to every entrant into this year's Eurovision contest. You've already won by winning your national final or national pick to get on this list. It is an honor to perform at Eurovision. I hope to be there live one day. We'll see. And I hope you'll follow my coverage all week long on TKR Video Central. I will be live with a live watch-along for all 3 shows on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. You will need to have an account with the Peacock television streaming service and an account with Watch Party. Have it installed on your Chrome or Firefox in order to participate. I will also have live wrap-up shows approximately 15 minutes after the end of each show on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. On Wednesday, I will be bringing you a special Off the Record looking at Eurovision's history on the American pop charts. And I'll have all my regular shows as well, and we'll continue Eurovision's tribute this week on Daily Obscuria, which is on every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That's 8 a.m. Pacific Time, and I believe that's 4 p.m. Pacific Europe Time? 4, 5, and 6 p.m. Europe Time? In any case, I'm Eurovision. I'm all Eurovision all the time. Once you've hit Eurovision, as you can see, you're infected for life, and I'm one of those, and I will always be a fan. I wish everybody the best. Let's all have fun this year. For Rank This, I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report, and TKR Video Central. I will see you all weekend with more Eurovision coverage. Ciao, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.